What's up, guys? Danny Vlogs here to bring you another video. Alright, it's time to react to David's second apology video, where I reacted to his first. But before we do that, let's notice the title. Interesting. It's the date, right? Overwhelmingly positive likes. Interesting, right? Okay. Let's get into it.
Hi guys, it's 1:45 in the morning and I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but this week's been pretty hectic and there have been a lot.
You can see he's stressed, he's tired, he's got the bags under his eyes. He definitely is feeling remorse. Not only because I know people have been saying, oh, he's just doing this because he lost all his sponsors. No, he actually is feeling remorse. Alright.
A lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most importantly, and that was a lot. And now I just want to be able to do this and just shoot straight into the camera and just talk to you guys.
So if you remember, his first apology video was obviously people telling him what to do. I think that's what he's referencing here. You know, people telling him, his PR team, his friends, telling him to speak out, all that. So yeah, that's what he's talking about.
I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly, and I've never done this respectfully, and my last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved. I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was assaulted by him. As was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And what I understand now,
You can hear the remorse. Usually David does not on command cry. I know influencers sometimes do that, but David is not one of those people. He's always positive. He's very serious and he's taking this very seriously, which is what we need to see, right?
didn't understand before is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up. And I'm sorry. When she later reached out a couple months later to take the video down, I immediately took it down. And I want to apologize to her and her friends for everything.
Now I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say that he waited 6 months, so he knew about it. And he'll say he doesn't know about it, but I'm not sure if he did. I mean, he had to have known what was going on, right? He invited the girls over. Trisha said that he provided the alcohol. Or we actually don't know who provided the alcohol. So I'm not going to assume, because that's wrong. But let's keep watching.
For putting them in an environment that I enabled that made them feel like their safety and values were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable. I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but all I can say is people felt like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge the women that spoke out against Dom in 2018. I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that addressed their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys. I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was, because I couldn't wrap my head around a childhood friend of mine doing this to people.
The thing is about this, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So, he obviously didn't see, like, Dom, well, in 2017, Dom had another incident, at VidCon, and he had to have known about that. Just, yeah, he had to have known about that. So he had to have known that Dom has this behavior. Again, only playing devil's advocate here. Let's keep watching.
People and actually hurting people, and I'm sorry for that. Not only did I discredit you, Allie, but I platformed Dom. And not only did I platform Dom, but I platformed the subject of sex in a negative way, where I made jokes about it, and I reinforced that kind of behavior. And I'm so sorry, and I really let not only you down, but a lot of people down, a lot of people that watch me, and my friends and family for that. I made the decision to no longer film with Dom in 2019, and I'm not saying my content has been brilliant since then, but that's when I first started.
You know, some people were bringing up a party, right? In 2020, like March 1st, I think it was, before the whole world went to, you know. Anyway, so it technically wasn't like David vlogging. It wasn't like a high production vlog. It was just a party, like with the vlog squad. I didn't see it as David personally. Like, yeah, I don't think David should have been at the party, or Jeff, or Zane, or Scotty, or Natalie, or any of them. I don't think they should have been there. But, yeah. I'm not sure about that one. That one's, like, tricky when it comes to it.
Taking into account the power dynamic and what influence I had on people that I was filming with. But what I didn't do is I didn't go back to any of these women and apologize. I kind of moved on, and I learned from it, and I grew from it, but I didn't address the situation with these women. I'm not talking publicly, I'm saying even privately. I didn't reach out to any of these people, and that breaks my heart, knowing that I was doing all this stuff and I was making all this content while there was people that were still really hurt by what I made. Before my content shifted to be more responsible and positive.
So sorry to keep pausing, but that was very interesting. See, he cut there. Now, he cut there because he didn't want you to feel sympathy for him. He didn't want to be like, oh, he's just showing it for the camera. It was genuine. It was sincere. He cut that because this is not him crying. This is his apology. And he didn't want to be over, what I'm trying to say. But yeah.
I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes, and it was cowardly of me to say in my last apology that I missed the mark, because it's fucking gross, and I'm sorry. A lot of people reached out to me saying cancel culture is bullshit and you need to fight back and you need to call people out, and I don't agree with how this should be taken at all. And I think when there is a crisis, there's a serious opportunity to correct yourself, to learn and improve, and to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. And that's why it is so important to hold yourself accountable. And I think with this situation, there's a lot I can look at and there's a lot I can learn from, but there's a lot of mistakes that I made, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everybody I've let down. I'm sorry to my family, and I'm sorry to my friends that I've embarrassed, and that this won't happen again. I'm gonna take a short break from all the social media stuff because I realize there's a serious lack of infrastructure when I make any kind of content. And I wanna be able to have a place of checks and balances. I wanna have HR, and I wanna be able to have people communicate discomfort in a way that's comfortable to them, and where they don't feel like their emotions or what they're doing or how they're acting is compromised. It doesn't feel right to go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible and that I'm learning, and maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity to step up and own my mistakes, and like I said before, I've never done apology the right way. And I'm sure I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to be pissed at some things that I didn't say, or I wish I could have added more. But this is my beginning to that, and I'm sorry for everybody that I hurt. I also want to add that I'm making myself available to anyone that wants to reach out that I've hurt in the past. I want to be able to hear and understand from yourselves, and I'll be reaching out on my own to some people, because I still have a lot of learning to do. And I think when you talk to other people, especially about experiences like this, it really helps you see things in a different way. But yeah, I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to sit and talk and ramble, and I really truly hope that someone can take something away from this experience, that another creator can take away from this. And I know it feels, because I know how crazy it felt to me, that there was some sort of toxicity or some sort of power dynamic in my friend group. But really just take the moment, especially when creating content that you're trying to get viewership out of, or you're trying to get laughs out of, like really take a moment and look at where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, because I think that's so incredibly important. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye.
I think it was very good. Okay, so that was his apology. Way better than the last one. Last one was scripted, obviously by some PR, his team influencing him, telling him what to do. It was a very sincere apology. You cannot take that away from him. He actually feels remorse. It's not just because he lost all his sponsors, but he actually feels awful about it, about what happened. And you guys might not agree with me, but in due time, he will show you. I guarantee he will show you. Alright. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.